Alright guys, welcome back in. We're going to be doing an informative educational rap god game on the Dead Dog Saloon. I'm currently in a duo queue with my teammate, and we can currently see that we're going to be versing a killer who's going to be the Hillbilly on this map. And I want to go straight upstairs because this is going to be a really strong jungle gym to utilize at the beginning of the trial, and it's also going to allow me to know what direction the killer is going to be going on. And if I'm going to be working on this tile, we can see what everything else is going on and what other jungle gyms people are going to be working at. Unfortunately, there's no window that I can look through here, but if I rotate here, I can actually make a play around the jungle gyms depending on which area I'm sitting in. I can already see one of my teammates have been hit, and I've got a David King up here with me as well. Hopefully, he's not going to be able to use his toolbox at the beginning of the game based on the fact that we're currently on a platform generator higher than the killer, and there's not much you can do about it. That other generator over there is another platform journey, but in a much worse place than the one that we're currently sitting on. Two people on a journey is going to get it done in 45 seconds. I can see a generator in the middle over there that I want to get out of the way as soon as possible as well, based on the fact that I don't know where the killer is going to be or how long the killer is going to be committing to the chase. Keeping in mind that nobody in my team has decisive strike, we can hear the killer break a pallet, and I can actually see if I can find near with it. That wasn't a pallet, that was actually a doorway, because there should have been a pallet over there, but the pallet is on the right-hand side, so the Hillbilly actually chainsaw down the door too, which is good for us to know. He caught somebody pretty quick, but we got a generator done for the price of it as well. Now, David has to be very careful not to be seen on barbecue and chili here, because the killer might actually come with the chase on him. These chocolate chips are very unsafe for us to work on, and David is actually not going to be able to hide from the killer where he's sitting. Most likely going to be looking for an M1 hit, as opposed to a dead hard play after that. He's going to be running really early. Let's see what the killer decides to do after that. He's going to be chasing David, but if he sees me, you notice how fast the killer was moving just then. That's not 230% with the movement speed with the chainsaw. He's going to be moving a lot faster. So he has Doom or Death engravings. I'm going to try and come through here. I should have a window to my right hand side and force an M1 from him. Yeah, I'll take the M1. That's fine. I'm not going to go too far from him. I'd rather he was actually chasing me. Let's see what we're going to be able to do from here. That doorway did open up pretty well as well. He took the M1 and he's going to leave, which is a smart play because he probably has Pop Goes the Weasel to utilize somewhere. Could be going back towards the hook. It looks like he's going to use Pop on my generator that was nowhere near done, and I'm going to come all the way back over here and work on that. Now that I'm injured, I'm going to be able to utilize Dead Hard, and I actually saw a jungle gym that I ran around too. Unfortunately, David went down. There's a little bit of punishment there. I do have a teammate working on the generator to the right-hand side of the map, and now I've got that other girl who's going to be running around away from the hook, most likely looking for a generator to work on. We gave no value out of that. He should have went for something out of the other girl in terms of a pallet. You see the crow fly away? I can generally tell where my teammate is, even with that kindred based on that crow movement. He did not come straight towards me. He went directly in that direction, knowing that he has barbecue and chili and Pop Goes the Weasel and needs to get some form of value out of it. So we need to punish him and do this. You can see how my teammate stuck to the generator for such a long period of time. He greeted to pop that, therefore he's most likely going to go down right now. He's not going to be able to dead hard if he falls, therefore he has to make a play while he's up on the top platform. If he goes down, this guy goes to the left-hand side. I go in that direction to save him based on how close this guy is and towards me as well. Don't know what the killer is currently doing chasing my teammate right now, but we're going to get the generator done. I'm not going to look for the heal, but I am going to look for the play towards my teammate to the right while he will go for the teammate to the left, looking around for any other generator as well. I got nothing back there, so we're going to split up right now, knowing that the killer is revving a really long chainsaw. Looks like he's going to be going for back to the hook. That was a really long saw based on the fact he's running Doom or Death, or possibly both. I haven't seen him move. If he's running Doom and Death, he's going to be looking at a 300% movement speed. I don't want to do this in case it leads towards a 3-gen strat, but at the same time, I want to keep applying pressure towards the generator. There is not one pallet over here or one window to work with, so this is what I refer to as a dead zone, and it's going to be very devastating against an instant down killer. Technically, he has corner ground based on the fact I'm injured, and he's still running around with Uncharted around that jungle gym, which is really good. It's allowing us to apply pressure here. Those two guys down there, as long as they jump on a generator rather than healing, we're going to get the pressure over there too. That way he has to decide with Pop Goes the Weasel. He's going to have a 3-gen on that side of the board, so their Jenny's more important than mine. If he chooses to come over here and kick my Jenny with Pop, that's going to be really good for us to be able to do as well. The guy did take the heal, so it looks like they're going to be group healing rather than actually applying pressure on Jen, which is going to hurt Uncharted based on the fact that these jungle gyms are easy to walk around without needing anything. They're very unsafe loops, so he's going to go for the Bloodlust M1 down, which is unfortunate for Uncharted, but he is going to be punished for it as well. Did he get my game there? No, he did not. He managed to make a really good play, and now he's going to bait this out, which we saw, and the Billy went for a lunge. It's very obvious he's going for the bait based on the fact that he wouldn't have been able to make the fast fall either, so the Billy got really greedy there. You can see how fast he's moving. He's not moving at 115% movement speed anymore. He's moving at 120 or so, and because he's letting go of that chainsaw, if he does let go of that, he just reset his own bloodlust. Look at how much of the generator I've done. I've got my other teammate working on the other Jenny. He just has to hang in there for another 10 or 15 seconds before I get this generator done. He decided to break both of those, which was a bad call based on the fact that now he's going to chase with this man, and he's going to be able to utilize the shack too. Looking at a door to my right-hand side, which is in a dead zone too, so if the killer comes over here after I pop adrenaline, I'm in deep trouble. I got no pallet, I got no window to loop him at, but I can apply pressure to this door. Could have went for the other door too, but I went for this one based on the fact that it was in front of me. Yeah, it's in the open field. It's a bad call because he could chainsaw from door to door and I'm in deep trouble. So we're going to be looking at about 23 seconds for us to open the door. If he comes directly in this direction, I don't know where I'm going to run. I'm going to have to play around the box for the first chainsaw hit, and that's it. It's a very long saw that he's revved. I'm going to 99 it and see where we go from there. Looks like he's got an M1 on another teammate, which is fine. The door is prepped at 99. I want to wait for my dead hard. I don't think I'm running it towards this other door is the right call, especially when I don't have dead hard, but I'm going to do it anyways to try and help my team while we have nobody down. It looks like the killer is over there with somebody else. Is somebody going to be able to be on the door? That is incorrect. He vaulted right into the killer's arms, which is unfortunate. As long as he doesn't break that, we can actually apply pressure towards this door rather than trying to heal this man. He crashed into it. That's unfortunate. We're going for the heal. Remember, he is going to be moving at 230% movement. He's going to be moving at 260%. I couldn't see how fast he was with that. I'm going to get straight back onto the door, but it looks like my teammate's got the exact same idea. No, he's going to be going in for the save for the borrowed time. Do have the pallet to be able to utilize too. If they take the double hook, that was going to be really good if they took the double hit. He's going to have to make a decision here between going for the save. He can't camp all of this. I'm going to open the door because this is our only chance to go for it. He's stuffed up his chainsaw. He needs to force the BT here. He took the M1, which was a panic hit there because I don't think he feels he could rev the sword. David King should be at the back right now, waiting for the sandbag hit, and it looks like he did it, but he did it really awkwardly when he went to the right-hand side. He should have been following Uncharted based on the fact the guy on the right-hand side was already closer to the exit there, and he knew he had borrowed time on him, so he could have took the sandbag body block hit. He still did it at the end of the day, but that's going to be an educational, informative game of Survivor that you can see us on the Dead Dog Saloon. Now, we are rank 1. It is a rank 1 game, and we are in a duo queue. Unfortunately, the killer was rank 6. We could see Double Doom and Death Engraving, so he was moving at 300% movement speed with Pop Goes Weasel, Barbecue and Chili, Enduring, and Lightborn. But guys, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to pop in while I'm doing a live stream over at Twitch. I do stream DVD 5 days a week. It was a pleasure to have you guys here, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in the Rotten Fields. We are playing a Survivor game. It is not going to be an informative Rap God game, but it will be an informative game. So what do we know about this map straight away? I got a teammate on a Jenny behind me to the left. It'll take him 80 seconds to do the Jenny. I'm applying pressure on the generator in the middle of the field. Now, why is Rotten Field such an odd map? Now, there are three or four possible totem spawns that can be in the middle of the field. And that is very bad for a killer that's running a totem perk, because the chances of you keeping a totem alive in the middle of the field, especially something valuable like Devour Hope, is extremely low. So right now we know we're versing Myers. He would have got me off this Jenny, I think, after prepping tier 1. I'm looking around, I see nothing. Keep in mind the corn does stop him, and he hits somebody else. This corn does stop him from potentially stalking. Now, Michael Myers isn't in a really good spot right now based on dedicated service. He's still a lot of fun to play, but when you... That's unfortunate, you're in the basement too as punishment, my friend. Basement will always spawn in the middle of the map on Rotten Fields because that is the only place that spawns a shack, and there are no other houses on this map. Therefore, basement will always be in the center. Now, why would he not hook him in the basement? There's only one logical explanation, right? There's two logical explanations. He just walked past a Jenny that was about to pop, and he wanted to apply pressure through Pop Goes the Weasel on it. Option 2 is he wants this guy saved right now. He doesn't want this guy saved in 30 seconds, in 60 seconds, in 90 seconds from the basement. He doesn't want to play around the basement. He still has 5 gens left. He's still feeling pretty confident. That gen will pop about 2 seconds before mine. That gen should pop any second now. He wouldn't have got pressured off that. He was a little slow on it. That's unfortunate, but that's 2 different Jennies going. Now, I know it takes 80 seconds to do a gen. Every time you land a great, it cuts 2 seconds off. Your boy Michael has Mono and Abuse. Did you notice that heartbeat there, guys? It ended straight away. So I'm not going to walk over. I'm going to let him do what he's doing here, and I'll apply pressure over here. His smartest play right now would be force struggle on this guy on the hook and then pick the slug up. Our smartest play would be recover the slug, at least. This is greedy for me to do. Oh shit, dude. If only I was a second faster. And somebody just traded with him. That's not worth it. Now you just traded. Or you farmed him. That was a really bad call from my teammates. I tried to save him just before struggle. I would have went for that commitment. Now he's picking him up. If he doesn't have DS, the killer's just in a really good spot now. Now the killer's killed a player. Got another player as well. That's really bad. So why would he pick this one up first? He might be worried that the other guy has DS. There's his tier 3. He's popped it for my teammate who's uninjured. Therefore, he's going to look for the snowball win right now. And he might actually get it. Remember, I'm not wearing much camouflage. She needs to run away. Best case scenario, he chases me and my teammate saves him up. Unfortunately, that guy pulled the plug on hook, but, well, these things do happen. My teammate should be about 80% recovered. I'm in a really bad spot here. I can't go in for him. I've got to apply pressure towards the generators. This is all because everyone wanted to come in and get that save at the last second. Everybody did. All 3 players. I was still at least applying pressure to the gen. I left it to the last millisecond. And this is why a perk called Kindred is your winning in grace. Kindred will either win you or lose you the game. If you don't know what you're doing, the value from Kindred is absurd. Now, he stopped chasing me. Why would he do that? Because he has Pop Goes a Weasel for the generator, and he wants to apply it out there. Now, he wants to get as much stalk as he possibly can off me, and possibly a barbecue stack. So I want to keep line of sight, and I want to keep the corn on him, so he can't get any preparation on me. He's going to get a little bit of prep here, but that's fine. I'm going to try something really risky. He's going to follow the blood here. He's cut me off there, so I'm going to go around the wide end. Play smarter, not harder. I'm going to dip, which is a bad call, but at the same time, I'll be able to reset chase if I'm lucky here. I'm going to throw this pallet straight away because it's not a good pallet. I don't care where he is. Oh, shit. That's good. That's actually really good. He's a follower. It's good to know. And he somehow got the body block through that chat. I'll take it. He somehow managed to body block me through that, which I call utter ass on. He's a follower, as we can see on the scratch marks, yeah? I'm gonna give him this, based on the fact I've got a dead teammate and I've got so much left in the tank. With the stun, let's see if he tries to lust me around it. It'd be good if he does. Oh, he's a mad lad. Look at him go. You gotta break that one, mate. Now I want to get back to this other jungle gym all the way down here I didn't utilize, but I want him to have to come and check, yeah? So if he's smart, he'll leave this. If he's silly, he'll continue the chase. I didn't see where he went. I don't have dead hard, and I'm injured. I got really lucky on that pallet play at the same time. It was a little bullshit that he managed to lunge all the way around and body block me. But that's okay. We managed to do a little bit of a cheeky spin and punish him. He's currently chasing Uncharted. I'm guessing Uncharted was on this gen. Gen's nearly done. I don't know which direction he went. I do know that crow hasn't despawned, so I'm going to play off the fact that that crow's not despawned, therefore he is not behind me to the left-hand side, and he ran that direction. So that crow right now is allowing me to make this safety call, and I'm going to play with my back towards the crow. He hit somebody else while still in chase of my obsession, therefore they both grouped up by accident, and he caught that guy straight away. That guy has been hooked, but he hasn't hit struggle. So now he's going to go into struggle. If the killer got a lot of prep right now, or he might be looking for prep out of Uncharted, or he might be putting stability and regression. He's looking for the kill on Uncharted now, so I need to apply pressure towards the generator that was nearly done and pick the slug up. He shouldn't be crawling, he should be recovering, allowing me to work on the generator. We know he's got pop as well. I don't know what this chick was working on. That was an interesting decision from Myers. She wasn't fully recovered, so there was no point in picking her up. I would love to get a heal from my ally to allow me to preserve pallets a little bit better. It's unfortunate my team's kind of thrown in the towel a tiny bit here. Back to the corner. To the center. It's got pop stability on this Jenny over here. It's fine, it was nowhere near done. Guy killed himself on hook, which really hurts us. So we had one guy who hurt us, and then we got this guy who's hurt us. He really wants that generator that's nowhere near done to have stability and regression. Sure, he can have it. I could play around this, take a little bit of time for me to throw this unless I make a bad call, or I could just dip further past it. I will play around this for a bit, actually. Let's see what he decides to do. Crouch so he can't see me. Oh, he saw me then. No, he didn't. He needs to follow the scratch marks. Oh, well played by him. He's fast. He's very fast. I don't think he's played with your food fast, but he's fast. He left because of the other guy. Oh, no, he didn't. He just made a bad call. I was going to take the window as well. I can. Really well played, but not well enough. I've still got the God available, and this to my left. Now I'm exhausted. It'll be interesting to see what he does. He really wants it. Alright, he's left chase with me, so I need to get on the generator straight away. But keep in mind, I need to see him at all times. If I'm on this the wrong way, I'm in trouble. I don't have Dead Hard active too. Dying Light is active. Uncharted is still alive though, so he'll get a benefit on healing me, and he'll get a benefit towards him saving me as well. So I'm hoping my teammate's nearly done on a gen. That's good. He has to come back to me now. As long as I don't go down, we're alright. He doesn't have a 3-gen strat. I actually really want the fast heal from him. He should be back here any second now, at least at about 5 or 6 seconds he should be back. He had 2 gens on the other end of the board. He's stalking you, Uncharted, you're not even watching, he's right there, dude. He's literally just standing there giving them the stalk. Wasn't paying attention. That's gonna hurt us. Fuck, he would have seen me. Oh my lord. Oh. Yeah, good utilization of that. He's gonna dip that way. I've got the pallet behind me too. He can't get much stalk out of Uncharted anymore. He chases me. I've still got this window. I have to either make big ball plays or give him the pallet early. And you want to know something? I'm running out of resources, so I'm probably going to give him the pallet early. Playing around the bad situation that we're in. He's still tier 3, so he's got a large heartbeat. I think Uncharted should just go across the board and work on the other gen while I try and apply pressure towards this gen. Remember, I've used the resources behind me as well, so I have to play window. He's in shack right now, and so is Uncharted. It's very intimidating to verse on Michael Myers in tier 3 because oh crap, he does have the longest lunge in the game. While in tier 1 he has the smallest lunge in the game, even including the boyfriend Memo Brown add-on that he can choose to run. But while tier 3, it is a very, very long lunge. And here he comes, good. Keep line of sight off of him. He really wants stability on that gen, so all I need is Uncharted to go to the other end of the board, and I'll keep twinkling him back. I see that Jenny's actually in a really good spot, especially because it's got resources alive around it. He can't stalk through this really well because of the corn, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. Remember, the further away you are from Michael Myers, the slower he stalks too. It's Jenny's in a really good spot, but at the same time, I don't want to have to throw this pallet straight away. I'm pretty confident to say he has moderate abuse. I'll apply pressure to this straight away. I'd rather he M1 me through the pallet than give him the pallet, unless he obviously had tier 3. He's in chase with Uncharted. Now I could go back to that gen, or I think Uncharted will be at the shack right now. I'm pretty confident to say he's at the shack, so based on that, because it's a really strong jungle gym, it's in the center of the map, and it's still available, and the game is pretty late. So it's a pretty good call to go under that assumption. So we're going to apply pressure to this gen, and we're not going to let go. Gen's going to take me about 52 seconds to do. He should be able to loot the shack, take an M1, then decide what he does. He knows what's available on the other end of the board, because he's the only one that's been to the other end of the board. You notice how he's not in chase of the killer anymore? Because the killer went back to check that gen that he thought I would have been working on. And now he might come over here and check on this one. I would happily take an M1 through the pallet and not give him it. Like I said, I don't want to give him it. It's my lifeline. Second I give him that pallet, I'm in trouble. This is very, very risky. And it worked like a fucking gem. So now he has a reason to camp this Jenny, but he can't camp this Jenny. He didn't see where I went unless he's following my scratch marks now, which it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Uncharted's back on this Jenny too. And I'm going to go right back in for this Jenny. See what he decides to... No, I'm not. I'm going to go back in for Uncharted's generator. His is closer to being done than mine, and I still have the safety of knowing the killer is what direction the killer is currently in. He hasn't ran at this generator to cut me off once. He's always ran straight to the Jenny. He should consider cutting me off based on the fact he should know what pallets have been used. It's pretty late in the game too. I can't greet it unless I land those 2 greats, which is unfortunate. Now he has a reason to camp that. He's going to kick it, he's going to play around it, and I'm going to apply pressure back to this gen. He hasn't applied pressure to this, so I get to apply pressure back to it. Now, don't be surprised if I throw this pallet the second I hear a heartbeat, because I know how close that other gen is to being completed. He comes over here, the other gen is getting done. If he slugs me, I get adrenaline. If he hooks me, Uncharted gets a chance getting out. There you go. Now I go straight to the shack, knowing that he's going to go to the door on the right, and hope that he didn't throw the god, and that he managed to work around it, because I still can work around it, even if it is thrown. Unfortunately, it is thrown. Puts me in a bad spot. I have 20 seconds to loop him. Good, we'll double vault on that. Nice. Good play by him. And if he hits me in the back, I was going to say I would have made the door in time. We were hoping for the M1 there for a little bit of a speed boost, but that's going to be both of us out. So that became a 4v1 to a 3v1 to a 2v1. And that's just me knowing how my teammate needs to play in order for this to be a successful finish. I don't want to stay around. I don't want to give the killer any more stalk that he possibly needs to. So we still managed to turn that around. And if you guys are watching this one over at YouTube, this should give you a good example of how to apply pressure on the door. You can see right now, my teammate is applying pressure on the opposite door because he didn't know where I was at the time. And now the killer's most likely playing around that other door, thinking that he's going to try and run out through the same door, allowing my teammate to get out. But GG's, guys. If you're watching it over at YouTube, don't forget to hit that follow button, and we will see you guys in the next informative educational video. Take care and be safe. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on a Suffocation Pit for an educational informative rap god game, and I can see I got a teammate behind me to the left hand side and I got another one on the right hand side. We're going to be able to stack on the generator and get it done in 45 seconds depending on what we're going to be mindful of right now. It's going to be a 3-gen strat that we're going to be providing towards the killer. Now I don't know who the obsession is. I know it is going to be under a guy named Moonman, but there are 3 Adams running around looking the same. Now we know we're going to be versing the nurse, and she took one big blink there. That way she's fatigued for a second follow-up blink. I don't want to take up the hill because it's going to put me in a bad spot to try and spin her as well. She saw me on the hill, so she actually fatigued. That's really bad of her. That means she either has one blink up or available. Let's see what she decides to do here. Oh, that was a really bad place to be caught in the basement. I'm going to be able to work on one of these generators. That is a very bad generator to work on. Look at where it is. It's in the middle of an open field. It's good to get out of the way against an open killer that does have no form of lethality or threat. We got another generator all the way over there. I was kind of hoping my team would come over here and stack with me, but at the same time, we're going to keep in mind that this killer's probably going to have Pop Goes the Weasel. If we split up on different generators, it's going to be good to get rid of the value. What do we know about her? She doesn't have Ruin either. This is good. This means she probably has Corrupt Intervention, and she spawned on our side of the map because she was here straight away. That way she sealed the other end of the map. This means we have a couple of perks to the mind. We're looking at Barbecue for the stability of information throughout the board. We're looking at Pop Goes the Weasel for the regression. She's taken a long hook to the hill, which is going to be fine. I have no information provided through Kindred because I took that perk off for borrowed time, but I am in the open field. She should be doing one blink into the open, and then playing off the follow-up blink. Looks like Adam's going to be a little bit skittish here and react early. Now, she either left us to go for another generator and regress it at the bottom of the hill before she came over, but it looks like she's going to be able to walk right now, and we're going to see what she does from there. I don't want her to get any form of regression on this. He ran right out in front of her. That was a really good follow-up blink, but she got a little bit caught on the lip, which is unfortunate for her. If I get this generator out of the way, it's going to be really good. It's going to be hard for her to loop around the water tower. We can see the Moonman is currently in chase. We've got one person MIA. The guy is going to be attempting to Cobra in the hook, and I don't know what information he's going to be trying to provide based on the fact that we have no form of knowledge if I have another teammate going into the save right now. He's running the killer all the way back towards the shack, which looks like the killer can go straight towards a proxy camp here. I don't like how this is going down. I can't really make the call out because the killer isn't actually chasing me. You notice how she's doing one blink rather than 2. It means she's preserving her fatigue. That way she's going to be able to make a really good play. That was an iron ball play that Adam did right then to get past the killer while she was fatigued. So that was really good for him. Unfortunately, she has Infectious Fry, but I want to get this generator out of the way and done. And it looks like my teammate on the hill is going to be hitting struggle. She'd be really smart to secure the struggle off of it. I'm not going to be able to make it across there and save him in time. So it looks like his first is going to be his last hook, or just before as well. He's in the basement. Let's see what happens right now. He's got Kindred, which is nice information for us. The guy who is injured needs to go all the way across the board unless he has access to DS, which is exactly what we're seeing right now. She's going to be chasing him through the information provided through Barbecue and Chili. This is good to know. We're going to get 2 generators done on this side. Realistically, you want to do one on this side, you want to do one in the middle, you want to do one on the other end of the map. That way you're breaking up every form of 3-gen strat that the killer has. Versing a nurse that can cover about 28 meters in 2 blinks. Is going to have to be very mindful that she can get all the way across the board very fast. Now, she plays off the proxy in the basement. My teammate's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. I can see him all the way on the left-hand side. He is the one that is on dead hook. Therefore, I will run in to take 20 more hit for him if I need to, and it looks like that's exactly what I need to do right now. Alright, we went right through her, then we blocked her line of sight. It was a bit of a cheeky play. It looks like, oh shit, she is going to kick it. I'm going to walk here and I can play the fire. Unfortunately, because I'm a bit chunky, it's going to be a bit harder for me. She's got pop regression on it too. It's depending on what she's going to be able to do. She's going to have a double blink right now. Looks like she's going for stability and regression on the generator. That's unfortunate. I never got to complete that. She can cut me off here if she plays this really well, but at the same time, I'm going to get the stability regression. Cancelling the regression. Oh, that's unfortunate timing for that. I was waiting for her to flicker a wrist and come straight towards me. Do keep in mind that that is my teammate dead now based on the fact that he doesn't have DS. That's going to put us in a bad spot with 2 generators done and 1 player dead because that guy hit struggle. I should run in the way and force the hit if she tries to take him all the way to here, but she's not going to. She's going to get another stability out of Pop Goes the Weasel, and this Jenny going to be cutting off another additional 20 seconds. Therefore, I've done this generator for 120 seconds rather than 80 seconds to complete it. So she has to go for the pop. I'm just going to be mindful of my cutting off here, yeah? Looks like she made a really bad play there because she got a little bit confused, which is nice. It gives me a bit more time to work on this. She's going to be able to see the scratch marks. They last for 10 seconds and I have nothing to hide them. I have to be mindful that I don't run the wrong way on her. So she's on the Jenny right now. There goes her pop. So I'm expecting her to try and cut me off right now with a blink, but she hasn't even attempted to do that. So let's just tap this again. It looks like she's dipped through the board. Remember, this has taken me a long period of time. Now, she should be looking at the fact that she has a 3-gem straight on the other end of the board, but she doesn't want to have one over here. She's already killed the target really early because he hit the struggle hook, which is really going to hurt us based on the fact nobody was going for the hook save, and the guy who was injured was looping around where the killer was, based on the fact that we're versing a killer that can close the gap and has no affection from platforms. That puts us in a really unfortunate situation having a player eliminated right now. We can see the other Adam is currently being chased. I'm hoping right now Quarter is working on a generator just like I am, and unfortunately this Jenny is taking me additional 40 seconds more than it should have, but we're going to be able to get it done. Keeping in mind that I'm injured and I have adrenaline to heal myself as well. I'm not going to be looking for the heal unless I'm going to need to, and I don't think the killer has Sloppy Butcher. That's the fact that I haven't been hit by the effect of Sloppy Butcher and I have already taken an M1 from him, so we know we're not going to get healed or penalty for healing, but that's going to be fine for us. So right now we're just looking at information that's going to be provided. We've got to make it here if I choose to use it. He's already used half of it. There's not enough left in that for me to be able to heal myself, but I can take about half. We need to look at applying pressure on a generator. I'm going to do this because I can treat this here as if I treated the harvester against her and keep running her around it, paying attention to what she's doing. Is she cutting off or is she following? Her smartest play will be to blink to follow rather than to blink to cut off. If she tries to blink to cut off too many times, we'll be able to outplay that and be able to sidestep and use that jungle gym over there to loop her out. So we know she's looping somebody on the far right-hand side, or somebody's looping her in the far right-hand side of the map right now. I saw some form of movement over there. That's why I'm assuming she's in that corner, but I could be completely wrong right now. I'm guessing she's on this side of the board. I saw the crow respawn 20 seconds on a crow indicator as well, so I know that somebody was there 20 seconds ago. My other teammate on full health has been Maya for a little bit of time now, and it looks like that's going to end her 3-gen strat. My generator is nearly done as well. He took the hit. He completed the Jenny, therefore I know that he was the player over there. This means the other guy, the Adam, is MIA and missing. I can also tell that by looking in the bottom left-hand side of the screen and see the Obsession's claw is not moving. If it was moving, that currently indicates that that player is in chase with the killer. So this guy did get a hook save, and if he is running Deliverance, he can make a play off that. We're looking for an adrenaline play right now. You're kidding, bro. Adrenaline, man. Adrenaline. If you weren't a wuss, we would have had it. I think my other teammate can come in and get that adrenaline play. Just tap it. Just tap it. Good lord. There we go. That's good. That's really, really good for us. At the same time, she's going to go for a close on him. This is a very bad door to try and even attempt. Look where it is. There's no form of defense against a killer. It's an open field. It's what we refer to as a dead zone in Dead by Daylight. If only he was a little bit skittish. He should have tried to spin her and then go straight back onto the Jenny to complete it because of how close it was to being done, but instead he took distancing and spacing, even though the nurse is a penalty for the fatigue time. I just tried to grade for that as well. If I let one more grade, it would have been better off, and I did miss a grade there, so I can't blame my teammate on a bad play that I made. Looks like we're going to see two people across the board. What is she going to be able to do with this information? We're going to actually just keep trying to power this door. I don't have Dead Hard. I have Iron Will. I'm going to open this door the second I can actually do that. If she does a double blink, she's fatigued after that as well. Keeping in mind that this door is now open, my teammate should be looking at a play towards me. I cannot heal myself. I'm going to be waiting to see what she decides to do, the nurse, and then we're going to play off that. She's gone back to the hook based on the fact that I already opened the door. I think my teammate should just leave with me, or we should group heal and then try and make a play for this guy. So I think that would be the right call. So let's try and do that. I'm going to use the make it on him. It's going to allow me to heal a little bit quicker, and we're definitely out of the range of that too. We should try and open the other door if we can. I've got my Dead Hard back as well. We've got a lot of time left on the timer, so realistically, he should just wait after I do the heal, open the other door, and then just take time. We've got Kindred, so we have all forms of... Dude, heal me. Friend. No, I can help. I'm an adult. Looks like I can't really do anything here apart from going towards the other door, and even that is going to be a risky play based on the fact that I'm injured, and it's going to be a nurse that can blink into the middle of an open field, then fatigue and go for a double blink tap on me, even if she made a mistake with the correctional blink in the follow-up, which is going to be really bad. He's already back there. He's going to be taking a hit in the back, and there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to be able to do this door in 20 seconds. I need to go to the other door, and she comes into the middle of an open field, and she sees me in the corner of her eye. I'm actually going to be in deep trouble, but it looks like they're going to be making a line of sight play. Keeping in mind that that guy is the Obsession. He probably has DS as well. We're going to try and apply pressure towards this door, and hopefully she's not going to be able to look into the left-hand side of her screen and going to be able to see me. She's going to be focusing on the other guy, which is really good, or I would have been in a really sticky situation right then, but that is going to be fine. And now we're going to be able to open this door and hopefully make a play for my teammate. Do keep in mind that he is not in Death Hook. Why would he come in and risk everything on the table for that? The only reason would be if he had Deliverance DS kind of play. He does have Dead Hard still, and it looks like he's going to go down. I need to hope that it's going to be a make it in here. I'm going to be able to use that to help heal him. And that she doesn't have bloody Blood Water, because she's going to be able to hook him in between. And it was the Moon Man that went down, so well played by the Moon Man to come in with the DS being one of the most overpowered perks of the game, but that is going to be unfortunate. And she gets to walk away with one kill based on one teammate who managed to make that entire play without me due to how good he was with his borrowed time. So congratulations to that teammate. You played really well, but guys, that is going to be all for an educational, informative rap god game of Survivor. Unfortunately, I didn't get to make all the call-outs that were currently happening in the trial, but I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and I will see you guys in the next video. GG's well played, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button that you can do for free here on YouTube, or you can pop into my live streams where I stream DBD 5 days a week, both educational killer and survive content. But GG's well played, and I'll see you in the next video. Alrighty guys, welcome back into an educational, informative Rap God game where I'm going to be playing on Sheltered Woods as Survivor. I'm currently in a duo queue, the other two guys are solo. So let's see how this goes. We're on Sheltered Woods, we've got to be very mindful of pallet consumption as there is not many pallets, not many good windows, and there is near no places you can use balanced landing on this map. So we're going to apply pressure to this generator in the middle of the map while looking to see what Megan's going to be doing. It wasn't actually Megan, it was Anita on my left hand side, and I can't get any information of who and where the killer is right now. I'm trying to utilize a window behind me to the right, and then I'm going killer. Then I'm going to need to go all the way around the shack. So this is our pretty much first informative Rap God game. And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied on it too. You can see your boy Michael Myers all over there. I want to point so my teammate knows roughly where the killer is. That way he can pay attention to what is happening there. There you go. Now he knows. Did you see how he reacted to me standing and pointing? Now, what do we know about Michael Myers? Myers is going to be moving at 105% movement speed and has a 0 meter heartbeat while in tier 1. When he initiates a chase behind a survivor, you have to be within 8 meters to initiate the chase. When he has an 8 meter heartbeat, once he resets the chase by down to the survivor, he loses his heartbeat. Michael Myers in tier 2 has a 16 meter heartbeat. You're also going to be looking at the fact that he's running mono reviews to reduce his 16 meter heartbeat down to 8 meters, and he can be running an out called the Dead Rabbit, which is going to reduce his heartbeat additional 25%. 25% of 8 is 2, therefore giving him a 6 meter heartbeat if he was running both of them. But I do not know, I've had no physical indicator. He's going to search the chest, which is fine. We're going to keep going past and try and apply pressure towards this generator. I've got an injured teammate coming all the way towards me. I have no pallet here, but what I can do is I can sandbag a body block hit for him. He should be working on the safe side of the generator. Alright, so let's keep applying. We've got 3 people here. I don't know where the killer is, and I saw where Uncharted is. That way, this guy's going to be rotating between Jennies. He's going to be over here quick smart. He's just going to watch, because that's... I don't know, that's the thing, right? Okay, so we're going to keep working on the generator. I know my teammate went to the left-hand side. I can see this guy already reacting, meaning they already found somebody, they found the killer, and they know where he is. He took a hit on Uncharted, which is fine, and let's see what he's going to be able to do with that. If he's coming over here to apply pressure, I'll take a hit for my teammate. That way he doesn't go down. He should be working in the middle bit, that way it's safer for him, but I can't react because I can't really see around the corner to the left. If I was sitting on the opposite side, it would be the right call, but unfortunately it looks like Nia has dipped on us. Hopefully she dipped to find another Jenny. You see that crow respawn down there? We know Nia was behind us to the right-hand side 20 seconds ago. Highly probable that she is going to be cuddling the wall, working on the generator closest to the side of the map, which we can work with too. If this chick stops running, I'm going to give her a heal. If she decides that's what she wants, if she wants to keep running, we can keep running. So I'm guessing Nia is going to be on that generator all the way down there based on everything. I can see the hook has been despawned. Have another generator in between. There is only a 2-gen strat, which is nice. We're going to apply pressure towards this generator here. I'm looking around to see if I can see Myers. A bit of an open field. Got to be very careful. This is where Nia is. I don't know how she ended up coming all the way over here. I'm going to work here. That way I'm on the unsafe spot, and the injured guy is in the better spot. You see Michael Myers running all the way down there now too. If he comes up in this general direction, I'm going to try and run him away by taking him to the shack, which is a bit of an ambitious move, but do keep in mind he's still stuck in tier 1. Because he's tier 1, we're going to be looking at, he's going to be very weak. He only has 105% movement speed. I can hear that. I can also maybe spin that. That's unfortunate. I was in a bad spot, but that's not enough for me to get spooked and scared away. What did you just hear? You just heard a very fast pallet break, and he is not in tier 1, he's in tier 2. I just heard that, and I can see his red light. In tier 1, he doesn't have a red light. That way he's moving at 115% movement speed. I didn't realize he had already tiered up, but that's fine. Does it look like he has one on reviews? Do you think that is 16 meters, or do you think that's 24 meters? Keep in mind, Myers is always going to have a 16 meter terror radius, unless he activates tier 3, then he'll have a 24 meter terror radius as well. So these are some of the kind of factors you got to keep in mind. Hi Cutie, I know you really want to heal me, but why don't we run over here and hold hands on this generator instead? I do have adrenaline, I'm going to play towards that too. I've also got a nice jungle gym to the right hand side and a very unsafe Jenny to my left. Do keep in mind that I want my teammate in a better spot than me, that way the killer sees her, and I can play around the pallet, or I can play around unique pathing based on the fact my character is not currently crying, he does not have Strider, and I am running a purple Dying Will. I am also the Obsession, which are going to be mindful of the fact that the killer could be coming over here and looking for stacks to save the best for last, or play with your food. You could be going for save the best for last, and other people could be going to play with your food on me. Have you noticed his movement speed increase at all? You haven't, therefore that's highly unlikely. Why am I the Obsession? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure somebody else on my team is going to be having DS rather than myself. So right now we're working on a second last generator. I have 2 other teammates, so I got one other teammate who's unaccounted for. This is very good for us. That means he's probably applying pressure towards the Jenny based on the fact he's on full health. I've already got max objective. 2 people on a Jenny's going to take 45 seconds with 10% diminishing returns. You'll be able to tell if there's diminishing returns or not on a generator based on the red arrow. So hopefully she's going to come over here. She has Saboteur with her hands. We noticed that. She's going to break it for the points, which is fine. While I'm working on this, you're not going to see a red arrow above where the generator was before, but if that girl comes over and help, 2 people, 45 seconds, countered by the diminishing returns of 10% through Prove Thyself. It's going to be able to put you in a much more comfortable situation in terms of you're going to be able to apply more pressure, get the generator done. And that means the one person that I said was unaccounted for was applying pressure to the other generator. He can come over here and pop tier 3 on me. I've got nothing to defend myself. I won't make anything based on the current location that I'm currently in. My best play is to try and move him around something. Now that he's popped tier 3, I know he has an instant down for the next 60 seconds. if he has no add-ons. It took him a very long time to get his tier 3, therefore he doesn't have the J Memorial add-on. I don't think he has a Dead Rabbit add-on based on his heartbeat, and on top of that, I don't think he has anything to increase how long is in tier 3. He might have permanent tier 3, but at the same time, it took him a long time to get his Stalk while in tier 2, and if he does have tier 3 permanently, we're not going to need our Dead Hard anymore. Keep in mind, I can use my exhaustion as kind of a timer to count how long he's going to be in tier 3 for, from 60 seconds, based on the fact it's a 40-second cooldown. He's already over there getting the save, and he took the trade, but why would he do that? Only because he has Decisive Strike and he can outplay the killer through that. I'm going to be looking to see if I can try and make a play to save him, but at the same time, the killer should probably chase the guy that he gave borrowed time to. This guy's going to be on the ground. It's going to take him about 15-20 seconds to heal himself up, and then I'll do a little bit less. If I see another teammate coming in, I'm going to obviously come in and assist, because 2 people healing is much quicker than 1. No point going for the full heal, because Michael Myers is still in tier 3. We're going to land a Great for a little bit more dosh. The other guy took a borrowed time hit, which is going to be fine. I'm going to take the assumption that he's going to be around the shack right now. And let's see where we can go from there. Keep in mind, I haven't been seen, I haven't been hit this entire game, and Michael Myers probably doesn't even think I'm a playable character right now. Gonna be taking the loop on the shack, which is fine with us. We got the pallet still up in there. We got a pallet in between here. We're trying to absorb as much information around us as we can. I can't really do much for you, Nia, but what I can do is open the door if I need to. I can hear the heartbeat getting a little bit louder. It sounds like he's actually coming over in our general direction. I'm not gonna be able to take a hit based on the fact he's in tier 3 as long as I can hear the heartbeat's getting a little louder. And it looks like he's coming at the back. Nia made a really bad call then, because she tried to sidestep and go for a mind game. No, Nia. He doesn't have permanent tier 3, which is nice if you can block his line of sight. He needs to leave. My teammate needs to just leave, so he can't do this. He's trying to get the tier 3 onto me. This is really bad. If my teammate just left, I could have actually made a proper play for him then. Now, unfortunately, that's it. If he just left, we could have went right back into the map. We could have forced him to hit us, and if he tried to pick him up, we could go for a borrowed time save based on the fact he didn't have tier 3. We had an additional whole minute that we had to try and outplay him there. And an execute with no window enough to be able to utilize to outplay him. It looks like he's going to be looking for an iron will borrowed time save here, and he's going to be able to get it. Hopefully, this girl can take a dead hard. Body block for him. Yeah, he should just go for the other door. He should have just went for the other door. I don't know what he's currently thinking right now. Should have played the pallet as well, just threw it down straight away. Myers is obviously going to sidestep. You don't need to think about it. He's going to continue to sidestep. He wants to cut you off based on the fact he's terrified of you going throughout the door. So right now the smartest play in this situation is not wait in the corner. Did you see how fast he recovered from that knife? Does that look like default, or does that look like save the best for last? That is brutal strength based on how fast he can break the pallet. We know the sound animation. Listen. Definitely got brutal strength. There's still another neighboring hook that he can get it to, so there's no point in just breaking one hook, thinking that's going to be enough. He's going to take him to the hook on the left-hand side that we just saw with my teammate. Looks like he'll go a little bit further to the right-hand side. Do keep in mind he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have DS either. He's trying to walk so he doesn't leave scratch marks there. He's in a bit of a sticky spot. He's a very chunky character right now, so trying to block his line of sight right now from Myers is going to be very hard. And Myers is looking straight at him, and unfortunately, that is going to be it for our hero. It looks like he's going to go down here. He's not going to be able to make anything. He's got a pallet to his right-hand side. I don't know if he just saw it when he flicked his camera. Yes, he did. Going to have to make a good dead hard, nice and clean. Killer needs to go around and look for a bloodlust hit, because based on the fact that this is going to be easy, the killer should be right behind him. He has the longest lunge of the game. Killer should probably catch this hit and go for the M1, but he doesn't have enduring, and it looks like his tier 3 expired and he wanted to go back to the hook instead. He could have actually taken the other guy. This guy does have access to DS and will be able to get up off the ground off that, providing this Nia doesn't make a bad play right now. She needs to really look at herself right now and getting out through the exit gate. So we're in a bit of a sticky situation. Will he pick her up? I'm pretty sure he will, based on the fact he's going to want access to knowing if she has DS or not, rather than letting her expire. Why did no one go for the other exit gate? I have no idea. It looks like he already knew she had DS, so he let her go, even though she wasn't the obsession, so that's kind of interesting to see. This girl doesn't have Iron Will, she doesn't have Dead Heart, and she's going to still try and go for the same door. You realize our win condition this game was just go for the other door, right? I don't know why everyone wanted to come to the same door. There are 2 doors in the game. He recovered very fast in that. You can see he looked at his blade straight away, therefore he currently has 8 stacks of save the best for last, therefore he didn't want to hit me that much in the game, which makes perfect sense. But because he didn't want to hit me, I punished him for it and applied as much pressure as I possibly could to the generators. But that's going to be a GG from there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this educational rap god game. I'll be seeing you guys in the fog when I do some more educational informative content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and save your day in the live streams where I stream DVD 5 days a week. But guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the fog. Alrighty guys, welcome back. We're going to do an educational informative rap god game, and I can already tell you 3 of us are spawned together, and we can already see the killer has corrupt intervention. I got a Feng Min who's got a flashlight, another teammate behind me to the left hand side, it looks like just came back to his keyboard now as well with a flashlight. I'm going to go through the middle of the map, and we're versing a nurse, and she had a really good precise click straight away on a Quentin. We got a little bit of pressure on us right now. He's going to see that both of us ran around the back. I'm actually going to take the hit for Quentin, and then we're going to split ways. I'm not going to stop, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to move constantly inside him and see what the killer does. That's corrupt intervention. I don't know why he's still going that way, and this is my turn off Quentin. I'm going to sidestep that real quick, and I'm going to wait for a blink to expire. We're going to come right through here. We're going to camp. We're going to wait. And then we're going to stun her like that. So what we wanted to do was block her line of sight, come around the long way, and get as much distancing between the two of us as we possibly can, followed by a line of sight. Something to block her way so she's not going to be able to know where to blink. And already found another teammate or two of us working on generators. Going to get done in 45 seconds. That went really well for us. Unfortunately, I did waste a pallet. At the same time, while the nurse is getting her blinks back, if you pallet stun her, it cancels the timer on whatever blink is coming back. She has one blink, she's getting her second back, you'll stun her, and she'll only have one blink. She'll have to wait to the end of the fatigue animation before she starts regenerating a blink too, to keep that in mind. But she already used 2 blinks. She would have had one back by then, therefore I stopped her second blink from coming back, and a dip with distance and spacing was something to block our line of sight. Quinton's ran right past us, so she can come and do a check on the generator real quick. I'm going to wait right here and see what she's deciding to do, and it looks like a blink just went right through and past, but she didn't see me, and she's going to be able to see my teammate who's going to run away, most likely through the center, and she didn't see me at all, so I can apply pressure towards the generator. I don't want to be sitting in a bad spot where she's going to be able to make a turnaround, quick play, and jump back on the Jenny. She doesn't have anything like Ruin or Surveillance by looks of things in that kind of combo. She might be running Surge or Infectious Fried, something along those lines that can be very powerful on a nurse under the right circumstances. Now, I've had one teammate who's been unaccounted for this entire time. He should about be finishing a generator in the next 10 to 15 seconds. So if you count that back real quick, we'll see that Feng Min has something done. This other guy's been downed, and he's going to get hooked. I'm going to get information through Kindred. I don't want to work on the Jenny in the middle of the map. I'm getting this one done too. Corrupt Intervention will unseal the Jennies from far away. Most likely Barbecue or something. He would not have left that unless he was going for a hit on somebody else. And he might have seen the other injured guy looking for a flashlight save, and he would try to take a hit down on him. See if somebody's going to be able to come out and go for the save. It was a little early on the blind, but it managed to be able to disorientate the nurse a tiny bit, which is nice. So I'm going to jump right back on the generator and apply pressure to it. She's wasting a lot of time. If we both take a hit, I'm pretty sure that's going to be really good for us. She dropped him. That's really bad for me right now. Let's see what she decides to do. She cannot afford to pick him up and try and make a play. I'm going to leave him slugged on the ground unless my teammate goes down right now. That was a really bad play for me. I'm going to have to sidestep with line of sight blocking and keep constantly twisting and hiding my camera. So if she does decide to go for a blink, it puts her in a bad spot. I want her to be able to see me before she blinks rather than try and think. I got stuck a little bit on the lips. That's unfortunate. I want her to be able to see me before she blinks, so she questions if I double back or not. So just like that, we're going to sidestep yet again. She fatigued off that blink. This other guy's going to be fully recovered, remember? Jenny's nearly done, which is nice. He's crawling away. Oh, that was bad of me. Alright, we managed to get in the locker and jump out as well. That's going to be able to put her in a bad situation. I'm going to take the exact same plays for the line of sight blocking here. I need to make sure I'm taking distance as far as I possibly can to get her to charge a really long blink and then double back on myself and make her question her decisions. Now, there's a generator nearly done. I got another teammate doing a generator, and she's going to have to go back based on the fact that that guy's on the ground. That guy cannot be picked up and taken to a hook right now. She knows that. I know that. I also know she's getting stability and regression on a generator that's nearly done, which I'm going to be applying to right now. The other two guys are going to be going back over there, which is nice. I dead-harded because I panicked a little bit. She was even facing the wrong way. I'm not going to let it make me get off the generator, because if she chooses to chase an injured player right now, she's going to lose this generator. She could choose to come back and stop me from doing this, but instead she's got too much tunnel vision focusing on that guy. It's been over 2 minutes, therefore Corrupt Intervention is expired, and we're going to be able to apply pressure throughout the entire board. One can go to that Jenny, one can go to that Jenny, and somebody can go to the shack as well. We have a lot of choices now that I broke this generator and her stall on that. Remember, she didn't have Pop Goes the Weasel or anything on that to get it out of the way. What is going to happen now is I'm going to make a play based off what information is provided through Kindred. I want to work on the generator to the right-hand side in the corner of the map, forcing her away, but if there's one inside the shack, well, I will take that instead. I expect her to have barbecue and chili, so I'm going to go for the fast fall. She can see somebody down there and 2 people here. That might be Haunted Ground, that might be Devour Hope, I don't know. It's actually a generator he's working on. She's going to go for the Teague, therefore she can go for a double blink. I'm going to take a fast vault on the window and try and pull her away a little bit and see how she reacts to that. She can hear the Jenny, let's see what she does. I don't have Iron Will, which is making me a little bit nervous here for my plays. Is that going to be Pop Goes a Weasel? And we can already tell it is, so therefore that is why she wanted to try and protect that last Jenny, but unfortunately she couldn't get away with that. It's going to be able to tap the Jenny and dip off that. I'm about to get my dead hard back, which is good to know. I should be the one going for the save, because right now I'm just stalling, wasting time, and it's hurting my teammates more than anything. I can see she's making a play. She's going to fatigue off that blink. That means she's going to have 2 blinks really soon. Now I need to go right through. Let's see what she decides to do. She's going to go for a long blink. I'm going to sidestep that again. And just like that, I made her make a bad blink decision. I want to know if the basement's here. I want to block her line of sight and then constantly go to the right-hand side as opposed to anything else. So she didn't see me for a little bit. She's going to have to go for a fully charged blink. I don't want to run her back to where my teammate is to the right-hand side of the board, but now she just saw me just then. So let's see what we can do here and if we can double back off this tree, because she's going to be going for a blink back to the hook instead. Therefore, I can apply with my teammate on this generator and look for a double heal based off the fact that there's 2 people here. Now, yes, I do have adrenaline, but stacking on a heal wouldn't be a bad idea based on the fact there's 3 of us grouped together right now. I can see she's coming right now, so we're only going to be able to get one of these heals out of the way, and then we're going to have to move. It's a good thing all my teammates were paying attention. She took the hit. I'm going to wait here and see what she does. This guy's running in the middle of an open right now. He didn't even take a sidestep or anything. Didn't bait anything. Just took the hit and ran in a straight line. So he might have had to burn his dead hard then. Either way, it was a really good play. I have Iron Will, so she's not going to be able to hear me. I'm going to go all the way to the left-hand side. I'm going to apply pressure to that generator while I know one of my other allies is going to be working in the middle of the map beside that massive asylum loot. Instead, we're going to come here and we're going to work on this. Remember, she has Pop Goes a Weasel. Most likely going to go in towards the center because she knows this generator is nowhere near done if she came past. Now, she's going to slug him while she goes to Feng Min. That way, she's forcing 2 people in chase. That means one of us has to come and save. But at the same time, one of us can apply pressure to Jen based on the fact there's only 1 generator left. She fatigued after that first blink, so let's see what she decides to do. She's gone all the way back in for that guy. That is fine. We're going to leave him on the ground and we're going to keep applying pressure to the generator. He should have that Jenny finished before me. Remember, that's 2 people down. That is fine. He's going to pick up the one that's nearly recovered before the other one, unless he's going to go for a snowball slug-a-thon right now. She's going to be crawling towards me, which is fine. We're looking for the adrenaline play. I'm going to be able to heal up off adrenaline. That is going to be fine. I'm not going to be able to pick this girl up in the time it's going to take me to get over there. Heal her because she hasn't recovered at all by the time the nurse finds a hook and double blinks over. So he should be working in the middle. He wasn't. He was working a little bit further left. Now, it's what she decides to do with her Pop Goes a Weasel that'll win or lose of the game. If she comes towards me, she'll stop me. Don't get me wrong, but he's going to pop adrenaline. He should be nearly finished as opposed to me. She's looking around for the flashlight save. There's no one there looking for it. That's going to be our adrenaline. Now, I'm going to try and get her to drop that straight away, and I'm going to be able to come straight in for the save right now. If she chooses to drop, I'm not going to give her a free hit. She is going to be able to get that guy on the hook, which is bad, but the other guy is going to be able to save from there. I'm going to go around and see what she does with her blink. She's going to go to the right-hand side. This is good. Remember, it's 20 seconds on a blink. She's going to over-blink. Now, she's trying to back up, so she doesn't over-blink. I'm going to go straight for this end based on what is currently happening. Now, if she lets go of that blink, she saw my teammate, so that is a bad play. I'm going to be able to come in and try and make a play for him, but that is going to be a trade, and why would he do that? It's because he has Deliverance. There's no other play that would make the right call unless that's Deliverance into a BT. Now he's crawling away, which is fine. I had a teammate go to the left-hand side, so I'm going to apply pressure to this door. We'll prep both doors at 99, and then we're going to go back in and see if we can help, unless my teammate went here, which she didn't, so she went along the wide wall as opposed to the close wall, which is good. Therefore, that door will be open in about 20 seconds. He's going to be able to mend himself. He's going to be able to get off that hook through Deliverance. I'm going to get information to see Feng Min on the door all the way down there to the right-hand side. That is good. Let's see what she decides to do. My door is nowhere near done. You're going to be very mindful of what is currently happening right now. Quentin going for a full charge blink into the Deliverance. She's going to have to look down and blink, which is going to really hurt her as opposed to anything else right now. Now, he probably has DS as well, but I want to come in the way and see if I can take a body block hit for him if I need to. That way he doesn't need to utilize DS if he doesn't have the opportunity to, which is going to be fine. He's going to be able to make a play for the door, but unfortunately I got off the door based on the fact that I didn't know he was currently coming in. I'm be able to go for that straight now, and I'm going to take the hit. I'm not going to leave unless she forces me to leave. Oh, wow, that was such a bad play, bro. Oh, he had Dead Hard, which is good. I wanted to wait in the exit gate to get her to lunge and hit me, therefore my teammate could come up behind her. I'm really lucky he had Dead Hard, or she could have made an outplay and killed him too. That means I have one teammate running around with DS. The other guy has the door prepped at 99, which he probably opened now. They both managed to make it to the other door and get out, and that's an Educational Rap God level 1 game. I hope you guys had a good time. If you're watching this one over at YouTube, it was a pleasure to have you guys in here, and I will see you in the fog and in the next video. Take care, and peace. Spire with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the continued support, Spire. I really appreciate it. And that is awesome. We're versing a play. Corrupt Intervention. Noted. We're looking up here for information. She's coming from left. I'm going to just dip distance, spacing between her. Loop her while outside a chase. Remember, she has Corrupt on that side of the board, so she should turn in right now. Good. Smart. Clever. Now, if the God window is open, I listen to the heartbeat. Is it getting louder? It's not. She's not chasing me. She's chasing the other girl. Therefore, we apply... Oh, my God. Your heartbeat was off. You need to go, bro. Sorry, Chief. If I knew she was chasing me, I would have went through the God window.
Great content.
Discordance is God tier on perk, therefore I expect her to see it.
I hope we've got more free games inbound.
Blobman with the tier 1 for the 5th month. Welcome back on in, my friend, coming in with that level of generosity and support. Yes, I have another Freddy game coming, but I don't have more than that. I hit double digits on my Freddy win streak, which is 10 out of 10 at the moment. No discordance, and she didn't vomit on the gen. She's trying so hard to land this vomit. What was the smartest play for this girl? A little bit of vomit on the pallet, little bit of vomit on the window, and just run after him. just run after him. Don't respect the pallet, don't respect the window, just force the pressure onto him so he stuns you, or you walk through, tap vomit, then M1 him. That is what you do with your play. You don't constantly walk around ready to throw up everywhere. You're not going to get anything done that way. Watching her play like that already tells me when she grabs that corrupt well, I already know she's going to respect jungle gyms. I already know she's got to walk around channel. What do you see here? I saw a corrupt well there, I saw a corrupt well there. Therefore, what add-on does she have, chat? Here's a hint. Starts with A, ends with pull. Correct, the apple. She has an apple. She has a rotten apple somewhere. Oh, thank you, cutie. I'm gonna add that to the collection. Not necessarily 2 apples, but 1 apple, because the plague by default starts with a corrupt well. Now, why would she not grab an apple at the beginning of the trial if she had multiple apples and she knew where multiple targets were? Why would you save it? It's one of these kind of areas where you're saving for a bad situation. I shouldn't do this, Jenny, because how many gens are on this side of the board? I just showed you, chat. There's 2. How many gens are left? There's 3. I should not do this, Jenny, and I should not do the one past the shack. This is the bad call. This is the wrong call. But because I know at least 1 or 2 of my teammates are comfortable with their ability applying pressure to gens, I'm comfortable doing this, knowing that they'll apply pressure to the gen. Now, why would I be comfortable with that? Has the killer at all ended chase and gone for a different target, or has she tunneled? That there broke the 3-gen trap. You already know the answer. She's overcommitted to chases to try and make too many people sick. Now she has an apple. I'm more than happy for her to come over here with the apple. Do it. Saw the crow fly away, so I know where she is. Did I make that in time? Yes, I did. Well done. I made the corner. I made the corner. Hide behind the gen. Good. Get the stun. Now she loses her ability. Now there's nothing she can do, and she doesn't have her power up. She just wasted it. I knew I wouldn't make the window in time. I knew I wouldn't make the door in time, so I managed to make the smarter play, and the smarter play was remove her ability, remove her power. I didn't even see her then. Well done for her. She's gonna make me sick here. I don't have a call on that. I'm fine with being sick. Now she has to go all the way around. I'm gonna sidestep, and I'm gonna use line of sight to my advantage over here. Didn't work out well. I don't know if that pallet's up, but I'm gonna sidestep here. A little bit more vomit, make her go through the pallet, sidestep wide, keep her indecisive. She's a follower, she's not a thinker. Take the window, that's fine. 1 Jenny left, grabbing her corrupt well. Do you think I'm gonna hang the fuck around, or you think I'm gonna dip? I'm gonna dip. And it's just like that, I go back to my same generator. So I knew I wouldn't make that window in time. There wasn't enough time. You hear the heartbeat a second there? I did. I was ready to dip all the way across the board if I needed to. Somebody used the well, which was the wrong play. The wrong call to use the well. So that is how you counter a plague and how you play against a plague. You'll be able to see, I played clever, I played a little cheeky then, I knew I wouldn't make the window, so I had to go for the crouch play. Unfortunately, he was injured, she used a well, therefore, that is fine. How many wells do you see available right now? There's 2, there's 4, there's 5. Therefore, she has 1 power-up currently available for her to use, and if she uses it, that'll make her strong, but then she has nothing left. She has 1 gen left though, so she's looking at applying pressure towards me down here. I'm gonna just dip to the side. And just like that, she is chasing me. She wanted to get another instant down, but there you go. You just see she's already dipped. She's taking the wrong call if she wants to go for this. That's Infectious Fright. Your ability is going to expire. If you greed for me as well, I'm not going to go far. I'm going to stand right here. Why? Because I have that God window open at the side. I'm still safe. I'm still safe where I am. I saved this guy. Do you think she went back? She's vomiting on her. I already lost her power. She's trying way too hard for that play. That's a bad call for me to hook save, even though I got BT, because I don't know what the guy in full health is currently doing. I'm in a sticky spot right now. She's going around. That's good. There's my Dren. Now, you think we want to be around the hook when she's got her power up, or do you think I want to dip to the other end of the board and hide? Now, I could cleanse it a well. I wouldn't mind getting my dead hard back based on the fact that I know she has an instant down. I am nowhere near any exit gate, which is a strategic play. You'll notice that well right in front of me to the left is going to disappear any second now. Do you know why? Because people will cleanse at the end of the game away from exit gates, forcing the killer to come away from the door to get their power up, which then puts them in a bad spot. I expect that well to be cleansed any second right now. I reckon she's going to use it. All because we're forcing the killer through the board where she can't proxy the door. You see how my teammates already rotated here? Now, I'm not on comms. I don't even know this guy, but he already knows what needs to happen, how it needs to happen. Forcing the killer away. Now we've got 4 healthy people can't hear the heartbeat. That guy's on the door. I know the other door's down there, so we have 2 doors in a straight line here. I'm gonna rotate down to the right, and the Plague's constantly going between the doors, trying to catch somebody out, when our play right now is to outweight her, outmaneuver. Now, one of these doors is open. We can already hear the heartbeat. She doesn't have a form of lethality or instant down. Everyone's full health, therefore I'm not going to greed. That looks cute. I'm going to search this. I'm going to greed a little bit. I could greed for the other door, however, I'm going to quickly see if Santa left me anything special here, guys. And then I'm going to run out through that door because she can't do anything. She has no power unless she grabs her power up. She shoots me with vomit from a massive distance away, and then I move into her and give her an M1. That is her play. However, I'm not going to give her that opportunity. She doesn't have her corrupt vial. She only has a little vial. Pro tip with the Plague too, you can duck her vomit and look down. Just gonna dip off that, and we didn't even get corrupted at the end. We just get the escape points. We were the Obsession, and we escaped as well, even though I didn't have Decisive Strike. So if you learn a little bit about the Plague that game, guys, don't forget to hit the follow button, the subscribe button. I do stream DVD 5 days a week live here on Twitch. It'd be my pleasure to have you beautiful people in here. But guys, that was an educational game against the Plague. I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and have a great day. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. We're going to be spawning in on Fractured Cowshed. Now this is a very strong map for Survivor. It is a very Survivor-sided, and it's going to be getting a little bit of a tweak after the PTB comes over to the live service, I believe. Not 100% sure, but that is what we've been told. Now it's going to be an educational, informative rap god game. You can already see I'm going to the middle of the map. I've got a teammate already working on the generator. We're going to get it done in 45 seconds. Got to be mindful, we don't know who the killer is. I can't heal myself. I'm currently running what I refer to as the most overpowered build in Dead by Daylight. Alternatively, you could get rid of Dead Hard. You could get rid of Borrowed Time for a little bit more greed on Deliverance, so you can take care of yourself if you need to, but this is what I believe to be the strongest build in the game. Obviously, by the fact I'm running a brown med kit, the brown med kit's not going to be doing too much. It's just so I can heal myself at one stage if the killer chooses to touch me at the end of the game. Unfortunately, he missed it. Keep in mind, missing a skill check is going to reset the generator dramatically, but landing a Wraith is going to be able to enhance the generator and get it close to being done by 2 seconds if you're on a Jenny yourself. While on a generator, it's going to take 80 seconds to do. 2 people on Jenny is going to take 45. Therefore, we're looking at massive diminishing returns and landing a Great. We're going to be cutting off 1 second per Great. We're landing approximately, because he missed a skill check, I'm going to need to land 3 Greats or so to be able to make up the time that we lost on that. He should go a different way to me, unless we're going to stack in the middle of the cornfield and apply pressure to the center of the board, forcing the killer around the skirts of the map, which is going to hurt them a lot, especially if they're 110% movement speed killer. Somebody already searched the chest and they're not on this generator. Makes me think where they bullied off of here was the killer coming in the direction after they started work on the generator. He scared the shit out of me. I thought he was a ghost face. Going to continue to work in the middle of the street. He's going to be checking on that generator. Ooh, what did you get? You got a flashlight? That's cute. I feel bad now. I should have checked that. We're going to continue to work on the generator. We're getting it done. We're looking around at all our jungle gyms as well. We're absorbing as much information as possible. We don't know who the killer is. We know that the guy, one of our teammates, is in chase, the Fengmin. The Fengmin is the Fengmin is the Obsession, therefore we're going to know when she's in chase. This means the teammate to my left is not injured, therefore that is JJ, meaning there is one player who's MIA and injured, therefore the killer is highly why are words so hard today? The killer is highly likely that they're going to be chasing my teammate who is injured, Uncharted. So we don't know what is happening. This guy should go in one direction and I should go in a different direction of split pressure. Now that we've got the center generators done. So he's going to go left, I'm going to go right. This is really good. We're going to have the red barn and we're going to have the shack at the end of the game, which is nearly an impossible 3-gen strat for the killer to try and patrol. I'm going to be leaving that generator out in front of it because there should be a solo jetty down here that I can work on as well if I'm lucky, but unfortunately I'm unlucky. But we've got one over here in between a jungle gym. I can already tell by the window being here, we're going to have a pallet to the right and the crow not despawn. It's going to take 20 seconds for it to respawn. Therefore I knew there was no killer or no survivor over here unless it was a stealth-based killer like the Wraith who would have been waiting, which obviously was not the case. Keep in mind that we don't know who the killer is. We have had no pressure happen right now. We've done 2 generators. This means one of our teammates has been Maya the entire time, and he hasn't done anything in the time that I've stacked with one person, done 2 generators. Therefore, that is 90 seconds of work time plus travel time, which would be about 10 seconds. Therefore, in 110 seconds or 100 seconds, we had one teammate not do a Jenny, and they had 80 seconds to do a generator. Therefore, we're looking at 20 seconds spare for just rotation and halving. And on top of that, he didn't even apply pressure to a generator. So we got one person missing who's done no form of altruistic work to help. However, that being said, I don't know if that player ran in the way and body blocked the killer and stopped the killer from building a bloodlust chase on the other guy to down him, and he didn't hit him because he was trying to get stacks of save the best for last or something along those lines. I don't know that, but I can pay attention and look to the bottom left and see if the Obsession's core is moving, and it is not. The crow has already respawned, as we can see. My teammate should be nearly done on a generator as well. I'm going to assume he's going to be done on the Jenny 10 seconds after I'm done on the generator, based on the fact that he had more travel time and he might have not known where he was going, might have heard the heartbeat and hesitated a little bit, but I went straight towards another objective, which I'm about to do again. Got to keep in mind that if I run all the way to the shack right now and I start working on the shack Jenny, the killer's going to have a 3-gen if my teammate does not break the 3-gen right now, which is where I wanted him to go. It would have been easier to send him in this direction. This girl is the first generator she's helped on, therefore she's done, I don't know what, over the last 3-4 minutes. This just goes to show you how powerful survivors are in Dead by Daylight. If you apply pressure towards generators and you're all applying pressure, the game is severely survivor-sided and the killer's in deep trouble. If you have people just walking around doing nothing, told you it'd be about 10 seconds after me completing. If you have people walking around doing nothing, it puts you in a really bad spot. I haven't even seen the killer the entire trial. So unfortunately, I'm going to keep just working on the generator and plotting away. Now that girl that helped me, that 10% of the generator, should have came with me and finished the game with this. We knew there was a generator here. We checked on it. We know we're in a pretty good safe spot. We'll decide to shack. We get a pretty cute window to our right-hand side as well that we can utilize on a double L wall. So we're in a comfortable spot. If the killer comes from the right, we can go to the left and we can bait the window if we need to, depending on how far back it is. And if it's 110%, we can speed killer. And if the killer doesn't, we can always go to the right-hand side as well and play the double loop on the window, which should be easy enough to do against 110, but 115, they can go for a couple of little bit of mind game plays. Now, I don't know why he's going to be leaving that right now. There won't be a killer stalking us. I highly doubt that. And I don't actually know why there was a reason for him to leave, apart from flying pressure with the Jenny for me. It's going to take 45 seconds to get done as well. I'm not landing any of my grades. It looks like he's going to be running over there looking for my teammate to see if he actually needs any assistance, which isn't a bad play, especially if he has adrenaline, based on the fact he does have a flashlight and he could be making an incredible play. I haven't heard the heartbeat or seen the killer the entire game. It kind of makes me think the killer has been either AFK after he hit the target, or he's just been chasing that target. I do believe he's been chasing the target based on the fact that all the Jennies would pop by now if he did let go of chasing them. We can see that the entity's hand is now moving in the bottom left-hand side. Therefore, we can currently tell that guy is in chase. Now, I don't have adrenaline, but I'm going to be opening that door, prepping that door to 99% before I try and assist my teammate. Notice how he just ended chase with that teammate? So now we don't know where the killer is. He's not chasing the guy who just ran over there, which was that was the Feng Min. So now he's back in chase with the Feng Min, meaning the other guy with the flashlight is Maya. And my other teammate healed up from adrenaline. We're going to prep the door to 99%. We're going to try and find out who the killer is. This is really unfortunate that the guy committed to a tunnel for too long. As a killer, you should be looking at trying to get a hit or a pallet in 15 seconds. If you can't do that, you've got to try and look at applying pressure elsewhere. But obviously, keep in mind that resetting your bloodlust can be a little bit of an issue, depending on how you're going to be playing. Unfortunately, this guy committed too long to certain chases against really good survivors, and it actually hurt him at the end of the day. I haven't been able to do too much apart from apply pressure to the gens. It looks like my teammate is already left. I'm not even going to know who the killer is. I'm going to put this down to a mystery killer unless I see who it is right now while I'm going for the door. And it looks like we're going to be versing a Ghostface like I told as well. I don't know what he's doing there, but we're going to be able to just walk right out there. I hope you had a wonderful time with the Ghostface, and I'll see you in the vlog in the next video. Alright guys, if you're watching this one over at YouTube, I'm sorry I couldn't be able to do anything but apply pressure towards the generators, but this is going to be able to show you where you should be applying pressure and how you should be doing it in the center of the ward while the killer's committing to a chase that they shouldn't be. But GG's guys, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, welcome back in. We're going to be spawning in on an educational rap god game. We know we're going to be versing a Billy, and I can already see it's going to be to my right hand side. He's got a pretty cool cosmetic. I'm going to be running double myself as well, and I can either make a decision to bait on the pallet or I'm going to run around it for one loop, and that is exactly what I'm going to be able to do. And I thought he was going to double back on his tracks, but he didn't. I'm going to go for another loop. He's going to be able to M1 me based on how close he is behind me, but I'm going to sidestep here, and he didn't. He's going to go for the M1 rather than the chainsaw here. That is fine. I'm going to try and take a little bit of distance and spacing and see what he does. I'm going to have to try and break his line of sight and see what he does off that information. And he's going to be committing to the chase, which is nice. I want to be careful. There's going to be a 3-gen strat here that we can apply depending on how we're going to be able to be smart in terms of our movement. I'm going to wait here, and I'm going to try and get him to soar all the way down in a straight line. I'm going to sidestep, take this long wall, and I'm going to go all the way through the middle of the board. I know I'm going to most likely have a teammate on a couple of these jetties here, and that is exactly what I got to my right-hand side. Looks like he's going to be committing to the chase. Got to find a pallet that can be able to throw it. That's going to be really good. I want him to be able to... I can't play this from this angle. This is a very poor angle. Never mind, he's going to go for the M1. I've got too many healthy teammates for him not to, and he doesn't have enduring. I'm going to run spacing to see if he breaks it, and he did break it. I wanted to utilize that window. I was perfect alignment, but unfortunately I was already injured. I wouldn't be able to make that without taking punishment. He lost one generator, he took one hit, and he got one pallet for that. It's a pretty good trade for me, based on the fact I didn't waste one at a really good jungle gym as well. Unfortunately, I could have looped that. That was a god loop, and I broke the god loop and made it just a strong loop by default. I can see movement on this. Every piston moving represents about 22% of a generator. All pistons moving this fast, therefore the Jenny is nearly done. So I'm going to take a heal from my teammate. That way the Billy is going to be unable to go for a chainsaw hit, and I can force him to respect a pallet and go for the M1. If he does, I'll take spacing and distancing and block his line of sight, and then play off that kind of play as well. So I'm the only person injured. We've got 2 generators done. I'm going to go through the middle of the map and look to the left-hand side. We've broken any form of 3-gen on the right-hand side of the board, but we haven't broken one on the left-hand side of the board. So let's go all the way to the left and see if we can apply any form of split pressure over here. You see how my teammate and I instantly go 2 different directions? Based on the fact this guy probably has barbecue or pop, why do you think he committed to the trade so long after me to down me? It's obviously because he wants to get some form of progression or stability on Jennies. What could that possibly be? He doesn't have Thanatophobia. He doesn't have Sloppy Butcher. I mean, it's a Billy, you wouldn't expect that anyways. But he probably has Pop Goes a Weasel for his stability. He didn't have Corrupt Intervention, therefore... Therefore, he might have Thrilling Tremor, he might have Barbecue instead, he might have Discordance. We don't actually know what his other perks are. I pallet stunned him. Did you see him recover from the pallet faster? You did not. Therefore, he doesn't have Enduring, he doesn't have Brutal Strength. He probably went as Spirit's Fury as well. Did he vault a window? We didn't see him vault a window once. Therefore, he might be having Bamboos. We're not 100% sure on that. But what we've got now here is a 3-gen on this side of the board. We've got to be very careful. I'm at a very bad jungle gym. I do know how to run it based on one direction. If I go the wrong direction, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to try and force him to M1 me and take spacing towards the shack because I know I'm comfortable at looping the shack. Once I find out if he has Bamboozled or not, I'm going to actually use that perk against him, and I'm going to show you guys how to be able to do that. Now, I can hear the heartbeat getting louder, and he's going to be running after the quarter. He's going to be committing to that chase based on the fact that he wants to get stability and regression out on a generator, but now, little does he know, I'm breaking the 3-gen strat. I'm more than halfway. It's going to take 80 seconds to do the Jenny. It's going to take me about another 30 seconds, 32 seconds to get the generator done. Every time I land a grade, I'm going to be cutting 2 seconds off there for the generator. It's going to be getting a little bit closer to being completed. He's going to pick them up and go for the hook. Most likely going to have Barbecue and Chili with the pop goes Weasel. I don't know what his other two perks are. He's shown me no form of information. I'm looking Barbecue and Chili range, but he could come over and check on the generator, which is exactly what he's going to be able to do. He's going to come from the left-hand side, came from the right. I'm not going to throw this. He wants his pop goes the Weasel. I'm going to try and walk past him. Did you see how fast he broke that? That's Brutal Strength. I stopped the regression on that as well. I can utilize the window to my left-hand side. Oh my god, like I said, this jungle gym is an odd one for me to try and work with. He's going back for Brutal Strength on the Jenny. Iron Will being an absolute fucking mad lad. He actually made me shit the bed, but because of the perk I'm currently running, he had no idea what direction I went in. I'm going to turn into the shack here and see what he decides to do. He shouldn't chase us based on how loud that generator is to my left-hand side, and it looks like he made a very bad call because I could loop him here and I could take him all the way back to that other jungle gym, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I got really lucky then, but Iron Will at the same time played that really well. I did panic with my Dead Hard because I thought he was going to be able to make a really good play. Unfortunately, I missed that, and that's going to get 4% regression on how close it is to being completed. So I'm going to knock about 4 seconds off on that, which is really bad. Every time I land a grade, I'm going to be putting 2 seconds towards it. And remember, every piston is representing approximately 22% of a generator. When all pistons are moving very fast, we'll be at about 80-85% of the generator completed. I've got a teammate, therefore it's going to get done sooner rather than later. See, he's going to be standing right behind me. He's not going to be wearing his glasses this game. Hopefully that is not going to affect his skill checks like mine. I really hope this girl comes in and gives me a little bit of affection here. That is a beautiful toolbox. I kind of want to get this over and done with her. I was hoping for a double heal. 2 people heal is going to be a lot faster than 1. And then we're going to split pressure. Remember, he has no 3-gen strat. The Jenny to the left-hand side was nearly done, so I can already tell you he's going to chainsaw all the way back down to the shack, and he's going to apply pressure to that Jenny with his Brutal Strength. So he doesn't have Endurance. He does have Brutal Strength. He does have Pop Goes the Weasel. He wants information. He doesn't have Thrilling Tremor. Therefore, he does have Barbecue and Chili. This is going to be a very fucking hard save based on the fact... I wanted him to go for a saw because I still had this pallet. I would have just ran for the pallet. He's only M1ing, so he's only using his chainsaw as a gap closer. I don't need too much of a lead on him. I know I've got a toolbox that is nearly full, and I'm not going to be able to escape the charges, so I'm going to apply pressure right back into this. If I can force him to come over here with a proxy cam, I can run to the shack and pull the shack pallet down while the guy down in there is doing the hook save, yeah? Oh my god, well played by him. I got the Dead Hard. He swung a little early though too. Do I have a pallet anywhere? Anywhere? A pallet? A pallet? I'm in a dead zone. What am I doing though? I'm pulling him away. I can't spin him in the open. I'm pulling him away from a 3-gen while a guy's getting saved in the basement. He gets a barbecue stack out of it because I was in a dead zone. Did have a pallet to my right, but I didn't see it while I was running, and I didn't have any other options. That was just good RNG for him, unless he knew that. But did he know that? No, he didn't, because he was committing to his chases and tunnels too long. Why are there 2 people in the basement still after they've hook saved looking for a heal? I have no idea, and I don't know the answer to. That is a very bad call based on the fact that Killer has 230% movement speed and can get around the board very fast. But like I said, guys, getting caught in a dead zone against a Killer is just going to M1 me. There wasn't much I could do. If he tried to go for the saw, I could have played it. I had a pallet to my right-hand side, but I wouldn't have made it this far anyways. I did Dead Hard early because I am worried about the lag on the dedicated server. We can hear the sword, he's going to be down there, looking at this guy, not really looking over his shoulder, he's just looking for the next pallet. He's going to take the M1, hopefully he doesn't camp a pallet. He took the long wall behind the window, which is nice too. This guy's going to be applying pressure towards the generator. I need to make a decision. He had Pop Goes the Weasel. Did he go for his pop, or did he go straight for the other guy? I'm going to just run straight across the board. 3 people on this Jenny that is more than halfway done. We're going to be in a really good spot, and I'm going to be able to come in with an adrenaline heal here too. I've got my teammate to the right-hand side. I can hear him breathing. I'm going to be able to beat him here. He's actually coming behind me now too, and I'm going to go for the fast vault on this based on how close this generator is to being done. I'm going to also go for the Dead Hard into it, just so I can help out a little bit more. I could apply the toolbox. I'm not going to be able to use enough of it to save it to hook. Looking at my add-ons, I have 5% additional faster work on the toolbox. Socket Swivel used to be really good. It's not that great anymore. I gave the Billy his stack of barbecue and chili, so he shouldn't be wanting to tunnel me too much like he did before. Right underneath the hook in front of an exit gate. Oh, fuck me! I forgot he had a Mori. I'm going to run because I'm scared shitless. Holy shit. Okay, there's a door there. Mate, we need to open that door. We got the god pallet up and still available as well. We got a pallet on the left-hand side, so I got a pressure on the door. He's going to chase me. I am Marioable. The other two guys aren't. We need to keep somebody on this door at all times or on the other door. So he's going to come straight in. The other guy needs to go for the other door straight away. You can see the movement. He's not going to be able to sidestep that really well. I'm going to take the long wall on this rather than the short, and I'm going to have to hope that my teammate's playing the other wall really well. I'm going to wait for the medium here. Hear the heartbeat fading. It was coming in at a weird angle then by looks of things. Be able to make the window. I'm going to give him God straight away and then dip through the board. Notice my pathing right now so I can recycle the jungle gym to the left-hand side. I know he's got brutal strength. Going to throw it nice and early. I know exactly where I need to go to break off his pathing. He's just going to move to the right to try and cut me off. And I'm going to move to the right again. Could throw the pallet. I don't need to. I still got this pallet up. I never wasted it earlier. I'm going to just throw it. And I'm just going to go this way. And there you go. He thought I'd go past him, but he was wrong. He's sidestepping to try and cut me off here. He's very close behind me, and he has a Mori. Going to be looking for the saw. I'm going to sidestep that. He cannot down me unless he has Noed, and I doubt he does, and we're going to be able to get out there. All he did that game was M1 me, and that is the way he called me. He did have a Mori. We had to be very careful. Keep in mind, this is a rank 1 game. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm going to be seeing you in the next YouTube video as well. We're going to do more educational, survivor, and killer content as well. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoyed the educational informative Rap God game. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the fog next time, and pop into the live streams where I stream DVD on Twitch live 5 days a week. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Alrighty guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing an educational, informative Rap God game on the Sanctum of Wrath. Now, we're going to keep in mind the killer is going to be playing a Mori, and we brought double blood points, so that is always a balanced trade right there. We got Corrupted Dimension, so we're going to have to go through the middle of the board. Now, I can either go up or to the right-hand side. I want to go to the right-hand side because it's very common for the killer to go right through the middle of the map. We can hear a wailing bell, and what do we know about that add-on? That is the add-on that is going to allow the Wraith to have the bell throughout the entire board. Therefore, we know he's currently going to be running the Bone Clapper add-on, which is a yellow add-on. We got another teammate working on the gen. It's going to take 45 seconds to be done. He's currently chasing somebody else. None of us has DS, which is actually really good based on the fact we're versing a Mori. However, that guy went down like a sack of potatoes really quick, and it looks like Bill's running in to be a hero. Can he get the great flashlight save? But it looks like he mistimed that phenomenally, but that is going to be fine. We're going to be able to apply pressure on the generator, which is going to be fine. The killer knows where he's going to need it running. He can apply pressure by going for a hit on us as well. I don't want to farm this guy off the hook, but at the same time, Bill's just going to come running in for it as well. I'm going to give him access to BT, and I think that might be his best chance of survival. If he takes an early hit, I'll make sure I come into the way and I take one for him as well. It looks like he's going to be changing direction and targeting towards me. But at the same time, I can make the window because I didn't hesitate at all then. We're going to get him to step the window most likely. That is the play that we're looking for. I'm going to leave here. 50-50 that it worked, and unfortunately it did not work. I'm going to take spacing, fire away. I'm going to play around this little guy, and he lunged a little early, but I can actually utilize this pallet now if I'm lucky with the timing. It's coming straight down. He was early on it. Got enduring too. I'm going to dip. I'm going to have to dip through the map. So what do we know about this guy? He's going to be lunging through a lot. He has a wailing bell. He also has enduring. You guys got to run, guys. So I used the tree on the corner of the map to my advantage. Now he's going to be taking a hit on Bill and trade with Bill. Looks like he's going to sidestep and go for her. Apply pressure to her. Will he be coming for me next, or will he be looking for the Mori? We'll be looking for the Mori on her too, but we can get back to the generator we got with Bill here. The generator in the middle of the map has been done too, forcing the killer around poor rotation. Did you notice he was moving at a faster movement speed while he was cloaked? You did not. Therefore, he's going to be moving at 126.5% movement speed while cloaked. Now, we don't know what his other add-on is either. We don't know if he's going to be reappearing or disappearing faster. I'll be able to tell you in a minute. That guy DC'd while he's getting Mori'd, and that is unfortunate but fortunate at the same time. That means the Mori animation is now finished, I hope. The killer does not have an extra Mori. If he does, it'll be an Ebony Mori. I cannot tell if he's coming over here based on the fact there's a lot of shit in the way, but apparently Bill wants to walk to save onto a sprint burst rather than getting a field of view advantage over the killer and playing on something higher. That is why I don't like sprint burst saving it in a situation like that. I see movement and he's coming directly straight towards me. Therefore, I have to loot this killer for 3 gens with 2 teammates. This is going to be okay. I feel average at best. I don't know where he went from here. I don't have any good windows to utilize apart from that little shitty side window, which is easy to mind game. I kind of want to go through the map all the way to the other side. I don't know where the killer went. He might have actually went for Bill and lost me through that. No, he's still going to be following me, which is fine. I got a really bad pallet to use here. I'm going to probably throw this down nice and early depending on what the killer's going to be doing. Looks like I can't see him anymore. He might have gone all the way up the top, but that's going to be fine. We can see a pallet in our distance to the right-hand side. We're going to try and absorb as much information as we can by looking over our shoulder. Now, I don't see any form of movement, which is fine. So we're going to apply the pressure towards the generator that we're going to have inside the shack based on the fact that I cannot see anything on it's already been done, and I can't see anything anywhere on the other end of the map. So we're going to go all the way down here to the right-hand side, keeping in mind that I want to do one closer to the left rather than the one in the far corner that we can currently see that I'm nodding out. I want to do one a little bit closer, all because that's going to put the Wraith in a much worse situation. Unless this Jenny's nearly done, I'll go for that instead. We're going to listen to that generator. It sounds like it's probably done about 25%. Therefore, I will apply pressure to a Jenny that's done 25% of the way. Alright, I got the window to utilize, but I'm pretty sure the Wraith will be coming in through the sidestep there, or if he comes from the sidestep to the left, he can use his Windstorm to take a free hit on me. I got the pallet to my right-hand side. It's going to be really hard for me to make a play around it, though, and I can recycle the window if he does come from the left, and I get all the distance all the way around the side, and then I fast forward through the middle. Now, we know he has a Mori. He got a Mori out really early. I'm going to be hoping that Bill's applying pressure towards the generator right now, because chances are he's going to come all the way running down here, and he's going to get Pop Goes the Weasel stability and regression on this Jenny, and then he's going to chase me too. That's going to be his first hook, so now he can be Mori'd as well. Heard the Wraith ring his bell straight away, so he knows exactly where's he going. Why is that? Is he coming over here because the Jenny was 25%, or did he see me on barbecue and chili? Does he have Pop Goes the Weasel that he wants to get out of the way? I'm going to sidestep really fast here, nice and early. And I heard the bell, but I left because safety first. If I hear the bell again, I'm going to do the exact same play. I do not know where he is. The bell audio cue is the same throughout the entire trial. I kind of want to greed and get this generator done if he comes over now, based on if he has Pop Goes the Weasel. I don't want to 99 it and go for the save. I see my teammate, I tried to Kobe, based on the fact he's assuming the killer still has an Ebony Mori. Let's see what's currently going on over here, guys. So we're going to go right back into the hook, and we're going to try and get the save from my ally. We can see there's a generator to my right-hand side that needs to be done. It sounds like the killer's actually proxying the hook, which is going to be really rough in a 3v1. I heard the heartbeat, but now it's faded, and I can see Bill has taken the hit. Going to be chasing Bill, which is going to be fine. I should really be looking for the heal on my ally, based on the fact that he's currently on death hook. So therefore, he should look for this heal. Rather than that, he's going to be going for the run, which is very ambitious and brave of him. We no longer have a 3-gen strat on this side of the map. We're going to apply pressure towards the Jenny. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a hatch game at best, and I'm pretty sure these guys are going to be in trouble. And the generator in the middle of the map wasn't done. It was a generator on the far right-hand side that was done beforehand. Bill's in a bit of a sticky situation right now. Uncharted's just going to want to run up to the other end of the board and apply pressure towards the generator based on the fact that he's currently on death hook. Bill's going to take that hook. Let's see what he does with this information as well. Does he kick the Jenny on the left-hand side? That is another generator that's going to be done. And now the killer doesn't have access to a 3-gen strat at all, but I know I got my teammate on the left-hand side. I'm going to have to come all the way through here nice and early so I can be able to absorb as much information. I've got a pallet on my right-hand side as well that I'm going to be working with right now based on the fact that I don't know where the current Wraith is. But I'm going to sidestep a little bit further around to the right and see what he decides to do. If he's going to be chasing my teammate, we're going to have to react off that, and I can't actually see the killer. Therefore, we're going to have to play rather smarter than harder, and I can't see what's going on apart from my teammate in blue running all the way up the staircase. We're looking for some kind of information here. He is on death hook, or he can be Mori, so I have to be very mindful of that. Keeping in mind that the killer does have an Ebony Mori, most likely. We're not 100% sure. I can see the Wraith right in front of me right now, so he's going to be going for the proxy cam on the guy on the hook, which is very interesting based on the fact he's currently playing Wraith. He does have one generator left. It's good that he had the Mori to eliminate a player at the start of the game, or that would have put him in a really bad situation for the trial. And after my teammate got hit, I can hear him actually working on the generator right then. I heard him drop down to the right-hand side. So that kind of put me off a tiny bit, but I don't know what is going on. I think the killer is just going to be waiting around the hook for this Ebony Mori, which is going to be fine by us, guys. I'm going to be applying pressure towards the generator and looking around as much as I can. I can see he's working on the Jenny with me. Here he comes now. He should react off the fact that I'm going to be reacting here. You can see he's coming all the way around. I can see him right above me. I need to react off that. That's unfortunate. He's just going to be waiting there. He's going to be looking for the free hit on me based on the fact that he wants to proxy camp the shit out of Bill. Makes me think he definitely does have an Ebony Mori. I'm going to just keep running off of this, and I'm going to sidestep. He thought I camped the pallet, but he thought wrong. He's most likely going to go all the way back towards Bill. This is going to be really unfortunate. I don't think he has an Ebony Mori if he's going to be playing like this, so I'm going to go for the trade on Bill. Somebody else had already beat me over there, therefore he didn't have Pop Goes the Weasel stability on the generator on the map, so I'm going to go to the middle. Keep in mind that neither of those two guys have BT, and they're in a really unsafe jungle gym, and that's going to be Bill down. I think he's going to greed and go for the other guy too. We're going to be able to find out right now if he does have an Ebony Mori, and that is going to be the answer to our question right now. He's going to be going for the Ebony Mori on Bill by looks of things, and there you go, guys. Looks like this Wraith coming in with an Ebony Mori against us when we got one generator left. We need to get this Jenny done, but we're not going to be able to get it done in time. I should run towards the killer, take the free hit here. This is our only chance of winning. So what do we know? He doesn't have Pop Goes the Weasel. He hasn't hurt me either. I saw my teammate hiding. Hopefully he doesn't see my teammate or we're in trouble. I need to lead the killer away. Try and make some kind of crazy play to pull him off. Based on the fact that the generator's still here, I don't think he will be. Don't know why he swung around the corner. I still got the pallet here. He just wants to camp the generator with this Ebony Mori. That's fine. I'll find another different generator to work on. I'm not going to go up there and try and let him get a free grab off on me. He's decided to camp and kill one player and then tunnel another guy off the hook, so I don't think he's going to be trying to let anyone escape here, which is going to be fine. I'm going to find a generator to work on, and we're going to apply pressure there as well as the generator upstairs. I know I got my teammate up there with Iron Will as well, and he's going to be making a play too. I could have tried to look for a key through the hatch, but that is going to be fine. I can see he's following me marginally, but Uncharted's actually up there applying pressure towards the generator. I know he's looking over my shoulder at me, but I'm going to have to go for a sidestep here based on the fact that I can already see what jungle gyms are still left on the table. This is right now a time that I'm using to be able to utilize different areas of the map. That Jenny should be done in about 10 seconds. I think I actually have enough time to take a hit in the back and run all the way up there and be able to complete that generator with my teammate based on how well he performs. I don't know if this guy has no idea either. It looks like Uncharted's going to take the heal off that, and that was a really bad play from the killer to leave that because he thought my teammate left, but Iron will manage to make a really good play there. Now I don't have Dead Hard either. I know that this guy does have an Ebony Mario. It makes me kind of lean towards the fact that he's going to be running Noed as well. I'm not 100% sure. I don't actually know what perks he's got. I didn't see any stability or regression through Pop Goes the Weasel, which makes perfect sense. If you're going to be running an Ebony Mario, you're not going to be doing multiple hooks. You should be looking at something called Surge. Looks like he opened that door. There's no way my teammate managed to get over there and open that door in time. We can see my teammate on the door behind me right now. I'm looking for information to see where the killer is right now, and the door is going to be getting open. This is going to be good. I'm not going to give him a free hit if I can. I'll be taking the hit for my ally if I need. I'm going to take the flashlight because he's not going to need it anymore in the fog, and we're going to be able to end that trial really easy and crispy. I'm going to be able to find out what kind of add-ons this guy had. This was an educational, informative rank 1 game. Guys, I hope you had a wonderful time. If you want to learn any bit more about DVD, don't hesitate to come into the live streams. I know I stumbled over a couple of my words there, but I hope you guys had a wonderful time and a great experience with me as well. So guys, pop in the live stream where I stream DVD 5 days a week. It's great to have you here, guys, and I will see you in the fog next video. Take care and have a good night. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an educational rap god game on Father's Chapel as a solo queue survivor. We could already see the killer has Craft Intervention and Seal the Jenny to my left hand side. Now, I'm going to be mindful that we're going to be versing a Billy. I'm going to go through the middle of the map. I'm going to avoid the generator to the right hand side. I've got nothing to defend myself with over here, and I can hear the killer's heartbeat on the edge of the map, which is 2, meaning he went through the center all the way there, around the left hand side. I don't want to run all the way to the far end of the corner, because that's going to lead towards giving the killer a 3-gen strat, and I don't want to be able to do that, but I do want to be able to work on this generator. I can hear a man behind me as well, which is nice. Had a little bit of a look, and it's going to take us a little bit of time to get a generator done with 2 people. It's going to be 45 seconds if we get no skill checks. Now, I don't currently know what is going on throughout the entire board. I can hear the Billy revving his chainsaw, but he didn't commit to the chainsaw rev. Therefore, I think he's actually making a mind game play on one of my other teammates. Therefore, one person is MIA looping the killer, who is not the Accession. Looking at the people here, that's going to be Scoot that is missing, unless the killer is going to be making a rotate around here. I can't actually see. That is a very fast-moving Billy. You can tell he's moving double Doom and Death add-ons. Therefore, he's got double movement speed. So he's going to be moving at 300% movement speed with a very long chainsaw rev, which is good to know. Hopefully, that guy jumps back down there and starts working on that Jenny too. We're on a pretty small map too, so it's not going to be too bad for him to get around the board really quick. So giving him a 3-gen strat's not going to be the end of the world. He's going to be suffering a penalty to his chainsaw revs too. I got to keep in mind when I hear that chainsaw rev to either run straight at that wall. I'm not going to make the corner off that because he can come straight through and turn in and hit me. Depending on whether he's got his key bindings bound to a Q and E, he's going to be able to do some crazy turns around corners. I don't really want him to see me on Barbecue and Chili. He's most likely got Barbecue Corrupt, Pop Goes the Weasel, and I don't know his final perk. So we're going to keep pumping through this generator. I'm going to get information through Kindred of what is currently happening. We've got 2 people there, and he can't actually see me. I don't think... Yes, he can see me, so we're going to leave a little bit early here, and it can just show you that how fast this man is moving. He's got a lot of pressure for that generator if he chooses to hit it with Pop Goes the Weasel, but he hears it's nowhere near done, which is fine. It's going to be chasing me down, which is nice. I got a bit to work with as well. Just going to run around the long wall, pay attention to which direction he goes. Not going to be able to hit me from that angle. He's got Bamboozled, noted. So we know his final perk. I'm going to be very careful of some of his crazy spins. As you guys can see, he definitely has rebound his keys as well. He got a massive penalty for running into that, which is nice. Do I have something to work with here? I do. He let go a chase off me. He lost 1 generator for it too. He's lost 2 generators. He's back and chasing somebody else. That was a really close shave. He could have actually went for the hit there, but at the same time, I took predictable pathing by running through the tile the correct way. However, I should have went around for the long wall. He does have bamboos, and I remember that, so now I know he's going to be trying to seal the window at every single opportunity he's got. We can hear the heartbeat, but we've got to be very mindful if we're trying to go for a mind game here. We might actually sidestep wide rather than tight, and he could overspin it. He'd try to respect the pallet too. He doesn't have room to have Enduring on his build if he's running Pop Goes the Weasel. That was a pretty easy chainsaw hit for him as well when you think about it. The guy got greedy for the tile. He should have went around to the left-hand side and played the jungle gem on a shorter angle. There's no point in taking the hit. That was a really good pallet stun. I didn't think that lined up, and the guy didn't even get hit for it as well, so that is phenomenal value. I gotta be mindful of what I choose to do here because he could just turn and go for a chainsaw hit on me as well. I got a nice tile to my left hand side. It's not very good against the killer with an instant down, but at the same time I can still make it work. I'm not gonna heal my teammate until I get pressure on this. He collided into the wall and he didn't break the pallet, which is nice. We can see he's currently looking at us right now. I don't think he's gonna be able to turn and get that angle on me right now, and he's gonna be going for this guy and probably go for the M1 rather than the chainsaw hit on him too. Know that he's got double chainsaw rev add-ons, like I said earlier. It means he's gonna be getting a massive penalty towards his chainsaw. One person's been unaccounted this entire time, and that's gonna be the Claude who's most likely working on the generator. I know Jake is all the way down here, but let's check too. He can't get an angle for chainsaw in on me right now, so I'm in a pretty safe spot based on the fact that he has double rev add-ons. He could possibly come up here and get an M1 if I choose to greed towards the pallet, or towards the generator. I can drop down if I had balance landing, but I don't, and if I drop down, I'm going to stutter based on the fact that this is Claudette, then MIA Maya the entire time. She had plenty of time to do a Jenny, and she wasn't. This is the issue with solo queue. Sometimes you have teammates that do things, other times you have teammates that don't do things. I can see my obsession is not in chase, therefore the guy who is injured, I do not know if he's in chase. I do not know if Jake's in chase. This is the obsession to my left-hand side. Looks like multiple people are going to be running DS in my trial as well. well, which is going to be really good for us, but really bad for the killer. I don't think he's going to be committing to a tunnel too much anyways. We do want to leave this Jenny to the end of the game based on the location that the generator is in. He's got bamboozled, remember, so he can fast forward these windows pretty quickly. Hopefully the girl didn't drop down off the little lip. She did, and she managed to make a good distance between them. Now I gotta make sure we get one of these done based on the fact he has Pop Goes the Weasel. She's all the way right, running down there, healing by the shack. We got 2 generators nearly done. If we can get one of these done at least, it's gonna be good. I'm kind of tempted to agree towards this because the other generator has a platform that we can work with. The Jenny is completed. These other 2 guys are not on generators, which is really bad, but I can run them towards the god. I want to run him right past this dude. All I gotta do is wait and make sure he can't do anything about it. I'm trying to go for a moonwalk here. Nah, a little bit greedy on that for him. Not greedy for me, which was good. Yet again, greedy for him. And he tried to clip the corner. Cost him too much though. He was coming up really fast behind me as well. We still got the generator upstairs that is nearly done, and he hasn't gone for any regression through Pop Goes the Weasel, so I don't actually think he's got pops. It makes me kind of curious as to what kind of build this guy's going to be running. If we're going to take a step back, we know he's got Corrupt Intervention. He's probably got Thrilling Tremor or Barbecue. Most likely Barbecue and Chili based on his movement around the board. Could be looking at Discordance and just going for some crazy chainsaw hits. He hasn't shown any form of anything else. Haven't seen Infectious Fright. I would have screamed if he had that in the other area nearby. Most likely going to be playing around the middle of the map based on the fact that that generator is at about 95% done. We can see his lights already up there. If they greeted for that, that would have gave us adrenaline, but they didn't, so I'm going to go all the way across the board to the left-hand side, which is the generator I wanted to leave to the end of the game, and I can actually see it's already been completed, which is bad, meaning we actually have 2 Jennies on that side of the board, unless this wasn't a completed Jenny, it was a light I was looking at, which I'm actually thinking it was, so the generator should be over here. It is facing the wrong way, which is very bad, but at the same time, we can make it work. That guy has gone down, trying to greed for the Jenny, most likely. He could have sidestepped and vaulted on the window, remember, but he chose not to, unless the killer got the body block in the way. Knowing that he's got bamboozled as well, we kind of know what direction this guy's leaning in on at least 3 of his perks. It's unfortunate I missed that. If he comes over here, it's going to be good though, don't get me wrong. Just have a look what these guys are doing. We got one guy on a generator, the girl's going upstairs, he's going to come upstairs as well. She tapped that for the adrenaline, he tried to 99 it too, which is really good for him. I'm going to come in and save him once I open this door, or prep this door to 99%. You can see she's coming in for the save, and she's going to get it down in time. Keep in mind, he can do an incredible curve based on the fact that the Billy changes his turning based off his start. So the Billy doesn't need spike shoes or any of that jazz when he is initially revving his chainsaw and letting go. That does assist him for the prolonged chainsaws. Now, it looks like this is going to be the end of the trial. I could 99 the door and see if I can make a play around my teammate, but I'm actually going to dip out and get into the next trial, guys. So that was a GG educational game of us playing on a map, which is actually really killer-sided, believe it or not. His issue there was he was running double movement speed out. There was no chainsaw rev, so he couldn't clip those corners that he needed to. He was going that little bit too quick, and he was clipping on the hitbox, but there's an educational rank 1 survivor game for you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to loop the killer too long. I didn't really know what was happening throughout the trial because I couldn't see too much, so I couldn't make all the educational rap god callouts that were possibly happening. But GG's, guys, if you're watching this one over at YouTube, I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the fog next video. Take care, and stay